2021. We thought it would be a year with no stress. I'm healthy and alive and I'm feeling so blessed. Locked out of the gym, Boris is trying to slow the progress. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of The Process. The marathon continues and we can't stop now. We've been putting in the grind even during lockdown. I've been working out every day, sorting out my diet. So here's one of my workouts and I want you to try it.
Well, go on people, you guys saw The Process episode 1 where I told you about the journey that I'm going to be going on to get back into shape. But a man like Boris has come true and locked off the whole thing. He said the whole nation's in lockdown, corona this, corona that, can't go to the gym, can't go and hoop on the court. So instead, we're out here. We're back to where it began, on the playground. So we're going to get busy with a workout that you guys can all do at home during lockdown to stay in shape. This is a very, very simple workout that my bro Jack has put together. He's about to break down all the exercises and why they help you and how they help you for basketball. But real quick before we get started, this is all the equipment you need. Bands. If you ain't got bands, you need to get some bands. Both types of bands. Get your bands up, boy. But anyway, on Amazon, these are a couple quid. You can go on there, get them. Essentials for home workouts. Second thing, this is a weighted ball. You can get these on Amazon as well, cheap things. However, if you don't have one of them, then a regular basketball will do. And if you don't have a regular basketball, then I don't know why you're on this channel, get one. Final piece of equipment you're gonna need is a kettlebell. Now, if you don't have a kettlebell, because it's kind of a random thing to have, we've got the hood alternative for you. Right here, I've got one of these bags. You remember these joints from PE back in the day? Everyone used to have one of these. Inside of this, yes, shout out NBA for the bag and that. But inside this, I've got 2 bottles of water because they're quite heavy. And if you ain't got a kettlebell, you can use these. So you just slap them in the bag, do up the string, and it works the same way. There we go. So basically, all your equipment for a £5. You just need the bands. Everything else you can make do with what you've already got. So there's no excuses here. We're outside, it's 3 degrees. I'm freezing, I can't feel my hands, I can't feel my feet. Jack's about to try to kill me with this workout. So let's get straight into it.
As we've said, we've had to come outdoors. We're not in the gym today. We've not got the luxury of the central heating, the warmth, everything we've got in that gym. So today we're back outside, outdoor court, training basics. Today's circuit though is set up relevant to basketball. So today's circuit is set for our first 12-minute quarter. 4 quarters, 4 rounds, basketball game, we hit relevant to the sport. So within this 12 minutes, we're going to take the heart rate up and down to relate it back to that basketball. So yes, it's the same length as a quarter, but also we know that basketball is a high intensity sport with peaks and troughs. We're up when we're attacking, when we're getting back to defend, but also the ball could go out. We could have timeouts. So we've got to have that recovery rate to get us straight back ready into a high intensity play. So that is exactly what our workout today is going to replicate and try and get that engine, that fitness level back ready for playing ball. So we're going to start the 12 minutes with a bit of a pulse raiser. Normally, if we'd have been in the gym, we've got all the equipment, we've got the bikes, we've got the right surface to be hitting a nice pulse raiser, even if it's a basic shuttle run. Today, with how cold it is, with the ice on the ground, we're not going to be able to do that. So we're going to start off with some rapid ball handling, and that is it. Then we're going to move into our swings. The swings, again, are a good exercise to work the full body, mobility, everything gets firing, but it's a big push from the hip flexors, and it's a big fire from the glutes. Major muscle groups that we're trying to use for this sport. Then we're going into our snap downs. Our snap downs are going to work through our triple extension. That's something we'll go into more detail with, but our triple extension is the movement for our ankles, our knees and our hip joints. It's something that we need across the board in basketball, whether we're getting down into defensive positions or we're up tall shooting. It's something that is necessary for that. So the snap down is a way of firing through those movements. Great one for us to use. We're then going to go into some banded raises. Defensive hold position. So we're going to bring in some upper body work as well, and we're going to be pulling out and getting them arms and the lats locked in solid positions, ready for the defensive play. So squat to press, again, we keep it relevant to the basketball movements. We start from a tall standing position in to our 3/4 squat, then fired out from the chest. Explosive movement, solid core, using that balance and stability to maintain position throughout. We're then going to move into our defensive holds. With the defensive hold, this is an isometric contraction. So we're going to break down a movement where The muscle locks into its position. It doesn't shorten, it doesn't lengthen, it just has to stay solid, stay contracted, and we work from there, improving our strength and power through all of these. Finally dropping back into that pulse raiser to finish off our quarter. So this is just a very basic level workout. There's nothing too intense here. Again, we're dealing with injuries, we're dealing with a current lack of fitness. So this is a basic low-level beginners starter session, just to help everyone out and keep you working outdoors throughout lockdown until we can get back in the gym and you can see some of the higher level gym stuff. So we're going to hit some timed work, and we're going to hit some higher end rep range again, because we're just looking for fatigue today. We're trying to burn some calories, we're trying to fatigue the body. So we're going to be going up towards 15 reps with very little rest. So for those of you who want to step this workout up to make it more intense, what we can do is, one, we bring down that rest amount of time. So you drop off your rest and you increase your intensity on working. We can also change the rep ranges depending what we're trying to do. If we're hitting some power work, we can bring those reps down towards 8 and we make everything explosive and powerful, especially on these snap downs. We focus on that technique and make sure the speed and explosiveness is there on every single movement.
Boom, we're going to be dropping a full video of the full warm-up that we do, but this is just a little bit of pulse raising. As Jack said earlier, it's so slippy on the floor right now. Usually I'll do some sprints or something, but I can't because I'll just go flying. You don't want to catch man slipping like that. So instead we're going to do a little ball handling drill just for 30 seconds, as fast and as intense as you can to get your pulse going. This is a drill I used to do back in the day when I was a teenager, just to warm up before every game. It's quite simple. You sit into your athletic stance. You're going to hit 1 pound dribble, then you're going to hit an in and out, and then you're gonna hit a cross, then you're gonna hit it through the legs, and then you're gonna hit it behind the back. And you're gonna do them all rapidly without falling off balance like I did just there, because it's slippy as hell. Bearing in mind, I ain't played ball in what, 4 years, 4, 5 seasons now? So my handle's a little bit rusty. You're gonna have to bear with me, but trust the process and then one's there. Get your heart rate up a little bit. Doesn't matter if you lose control of the ball. You wanna be pounding the ruck. If you lose control of it, it don't matter. Don't watch that. Just get your heart rate up and let's get into the workout. So boom, that's the first outdoor staying in basketball shape or getting in basketball shape during lockdown workout that we've done. Stay tuned because there's plenty more on the way. First of all, don't watch the handle. It's rusty, it's got about 5 years of rust. It's coming back though. Number 2, I hope wherever you're at is a lot warmer than here because England is freezing. Number 3, you can hear me being out of breath. I ain't played ball in that long. You guys know from the first video how long it's been, so I don't need to explain that, but getting back into moving like this is a good way to start off. Go through that 12-minute circuit, bang it 4 times. You'll be done out here afterwards, bruv. My legs are finished. I'm gonna go home, rest, recover, get ready for another workout tomorrow. Trust the process and get buckets.